Hello and welcome to Exam Everyday. Today is 4 June 2021 and we are going to discuss some important questions related to Indian history. So before we start, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please go subscribe it first, and to get notifications of our videos, don't forget to press the bell icon. Let's start with the question. First, when was Purna Swaraj Day first decided to be celebrated? Options are A. 15th August 1947, B. 15th August 1930, C. 26th January 1950, and D. 26th January 1930. So the right answer for question first is D. 26th January 1930. The Purna Swaraj Resolution, proclaimed on January 26, 1930, later to be celebrated as Independent India's Republic Day, called for complete freedom from the British, but was later interpreted by Prime Minister Nehru as permitting India to remain within the British Commonwealth. Move on to question second. The immediate cause of precipitation of the Sepoy Mutiny was. So let me tell you what Sepoy is. A Sepoy is an Indian soldier serving under British or other European orders. So the immediate cause for precipitation of the Sepoy Mutiny was, options are A. Doctrine of leprosy, B. Spread of Christianity, C. Disparity in salaries of native Sepoys and British soldiers, D. Rumor of use of cartridges greased with cow fat. So the right answer for question second is rumor of use of cartridges greased with cow fat. The immediate cause for the revolt was the introduction of the new Enfield rifle to the British Army. To load it, the Sepoys had to bite off the ends of greased cartridges that held the gunpowder for the rifle, and it was a rumor that cartridges were greased with cow fat. Let's move on to the question third. The Indian National Army was founded by. Options are A. Subhash Chandra Bose, B. Shah Nawaz Khan, C. Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan, D. Bhagat Singh. So the right answer for question 3 is Subhash Chandra Bose. The Indian National Army, also known as Azad Hind Fauj or Free Indian Army at that time, was an armed force formed by Indian collaborationists and Imperial Japan. So, what Imperial Japan is, to understand what Imperial Japan is, we should understand imperialism first. So, imperialism, in simple words, imperialism is a political system which a rich or powerful country controls other countries which are not rich or powerful. So, during the time 1890s to 1930, Japan had an aggressive foreign policy towards other nations. Like you see here, Korea, Manchuria, China, France, Siam, Malaysia, Dutch East Indies, New Guinea. And why Japan had an aggressive policy towards these countries? Japan wanted to lead in manufacturing sectors to meet the demand of this sector. Oil and rubber was required, which wasn't available in mainland Japan. So Japan had an aggressive policy towards these to capture or control these countries to meet the demand of its manufacturing facilities. This period was the time of social and economical change within the constitutional monarchies established in 1890s. So Imperial Japan on 1st September 1942 in Southeast Asia during World War II, its aim was to secure Indian independence before British rule. It fought alongside Japanese soldiers in the latter's campaign in the Southeast Asian theater of World War II. The army was first formed in 1942 under Rash Bihari Bose by Indian POWs, means prisoner of wars of the British Indian Army, captured by Japan in the Malayan campaign and at Singapore. This first INA Indian National Army collapsed and was disbanded in December that year after differences between the INA leadership and the Japanese military over its role in Japan's war in Asia. Rash Bihari Bose handed over INA to Subhash Chandra Bose. Move on to the question 4. Which of the following would you consider the revolutionary era? Options are A. 1900 to 1913, B. in 1857 to 1819, C. 1934 to 1942, D. no particular period. So the right answer for question 4 is 1900 to 1913. Apart from a few stray incidents, the armed rebellion against the British rulers was not organized before the beginning of the 20th century. The revolutionary philosophies and movement made its presence felt during the 1905 partition of Bengal. Arguably, the initial steps to organize the revolutionaries were taken by Aurobindo Ghosh, his brother Barin Ghosh, Bhupendranath Datta, Lal Pal Pal, which is Lala Lajpat Rai, Bipin Chandra Pal, and Bal Gangadhar Tilak, and Subodh Chandra Malik when they formed the Jugantar Party in April 1906. Jugantar was created as an inner circle of the Anushilan Samiti, which has already present in Bengal mainly as a fitness club. After the First World War, Jugantar supported Gandhi in the non-cooperation movement, and many of their leaders were in Congress. Still, the group continued its revolutionary activities, a notable event being the Chittagong armory raid. Hence, option A is correct. The 19th century, 1800 to 1899, did not see an organized revolution. Hence, the rest of the options are incorrect. Let's move on to question 5. Lala Lajpat Rai suffered fatal injuries during the demonstration against the options are A. Krebs Mission, B. Simon Commission, C. Jallianwala Bagh Massacre, D. Rowlatt Act. So the right answer for question 5 is B. Simon Commission. Simon Commission was the commission during which Lala Lajpat Rai suffered fatal injuries while protesting against the Britishers in Lahore. Let's move on to question 6. Who gave the slogan Inqilab Zindabad? Options are A. Bhagat Singh, B. Iqbal, C. Sharad Chandra Chatterjee, D. Tagore. So the right answer for question 6 is Allama Iqbal. Let me tell you that Allama Iqbal wrote this slogan Inqilab Zindabad, and then it is used by B.K. Dutt or Batukeshwar Dutt, who had shouted this after bombing the Central Legislative Assembly in Delhi. Later, for the first time in an open court, the slogan was raised in June 1929 as part of their joint statement at the High Court in Delhi. Since then, it became one of the rallying cries of the Indian independence movement. Let's move on to question 7. Who among the following did not participate in freedom struggle of 1857? Options are A. Rani Lakshmibai, B. Bhagat Singh, C. Tatya Tope, D. Nana Sahib. So the right answer for question 7 is Bhagat Singh. The revolt of 1857 is called the First War of Indian Independence because it was the first time when Indian military decided Bahadur Shah Zafar, the Mughal emperor of India, and brought rulers of other different provinces on their side to launch a combined agitation of all at an all India level in 1857. So in this struggle, Bhagat Singh was not involved at that time. So let's move on to question 8. The objective of cabinet mission was, options are A. to help establish a constituent assembly to form a constitution, B. for partition of India, C. to help Governor General during transition of power, D. to hand over powers to Indians. So the right answer for question 8 is to help establish a constituent assembly to form a constitution. The cabinet mission came to India aiming to discuss the transfer of powers from the British government to the Indian leadership with the aim of preserving India's unity and granting its independence. Let's move on to question 9. Dandi Yatra was undertaken by Gandhiji. Options are A. to break the salt law, B. to resolve dispute among Gujarat mill workers, C. to press the demand of Poonch Swaraj, D. to start Satyagraha. So the right answer for question 9 is to break the SALT law. SALT March or Dandi March was a 24-day non-violent march led by Mahatma Gandhi. On March 12, 1930, Mahatma Gandhi embarked a historic SALT march from Sabarmati Ashram in Gujarat's Ahmedabad to the village of Dandi in the state's coastal area to protest against the steep tax the British levied on salt. Let's move on to question 10. The Muslim League first gave the call a separate state of Pakistan in options are A 1939, B 1940, C 1941, D 1942. So the right answer for question 10 is 1940. On March 22, 23, 1940 in Lahore, the League adopted a resolution to form a separate Muslim state Pakistan. The Pakistan idea was at first ridiculed and then tenaciously opposed by the Congress party. Thank you for being here. I hope you liked the video. If you liked the video, then hit the like button, and if you want more videos in English, let me know in comments. I'm giving you link of the quiz in description, and check out our website Exam Everyday for more. Bye.